Hey, welcome to Adventures with Peps. This week we are actually going to build our third complete 50-point gang. So far we got the Blue Bloods Citi-Def, and we got the Swamp Skunks, the ape gang that we did last week. And this week we're doing the Block gang, the official one, the Blood Pact. So, here's a little backstory for you. The Blood Pact are a new gang within the Dan Abnett Block, having made a name for themselves quite recently following the Chaos Day activities. The gang started in the lower basement levels of the block, having very strong ties to the fatty eating competitions that happened down there. It is, though, slowly gaining power and notoriety. It has a lot of money behind it, as its leader Urlock is part of a racketeering ring who handles all the betting and gambling on the eating competition. He is using that money to fund the gang, and they are slowly spreading up through each level of the block, starting to make plays on the above ground floors, which will start annoying other gangs, so we'll be able to have a few gang fights later on. And the only thing that's currently slowing down their progression in the block are the Blue Bloods Citi-Defs, who have a strong presence on the food court areas. So their lieutenant is Urlock. He's 16 points in game. He has the gunfighter skill, armed with a spit carbine and a knuckle duster. Urlock rose to notoriety in the back alley eating competitions. When it became clear he wouldn't go pro, he took over the rackets instead. With strong link to money, the Blood Pact are never low on funds. His second in command is the heavy Mabon, at 8 points, armed with a hand cannon. Having seen his cousin Urlock rising in power, Mabon was quick to get on board. Not as wise or as street smart as Urlock, he has instead grown to be feared, known to lead by example and by using his fists. Next in line is the punk Cedar at 5 points, armed with a chain and pistol. This is by far my favourite model in the group. I absolutely love this model. It sums up Mega City 1 for me. His backstory is he's seeking revenge. He saw his brother killed in a block war against their neighbour, the Gav Fort block. He now has joined the Blood Pact in hopes of gaining power and influence, and he is constantly trying to cause trouble with the rival block. He wants to cause a block war. He wants to go fight and kill some Gav Forpers. We then have the punk Scar, armed with 2 pistols. This mysterious person always wears a mask. He's silent, deadly. He is the ideal enforcer of the gang. He just deals with any issue by using his pistols. By the time you've seen his pistols, it's too late. He's dealt with you. He brought along his sister, who is the punk Eli, armed with a hand cannon. She was in the wrong place at the wrong time and has had no option but to follow her brother down his dark path. She doesn't necessarily want to be there. She's usually on the outskirts of a gang war, but she's got no choice. She is part of the gang, whether she wants to be or not. We then have the punk Jago, armed with a spit pistol. Jago is a crime boss wannabe. He lives a lifestyle he can't afford. His time is running out. Luckily for him, his loan shark is Urlock, so as long as he keeps working for the Blood Pact, his debts are paid. And then to finish off the gang, we have the punk Punkrador, armed with knife and pistol. Having shunned the family business, Herodor fled down into the basement levels in the hopes of escaping his kidney hut name. Unfortunately for Herodor, the Blood Pact, and Urlock in particular, knew his backstory, and they've welcomed him with open arms. They are now manipulating him to use the kidney hut as a front and as a base of operation to spread throughout the block. And there you go. That is the 50-point gang. I have a lot of work to get on with. I've got to start creating some character cards for them all. But yeah, we need RPG rules for them. But now with 3 gangs in total set up, I think we can start playing some games. I'm still working through the Rookies Guide, which will hopefully get us doing the starter scenarios. And then these 3 gangs will be the center point for upcoming battle reports. And I also want to get a judge gang going. I guess a department squad going. So maybe that'll be next week's video. Let me know if you want to see the judges done in this way. Until then, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you next week. Cheers for watching.